my channel. I'm Sharon Watson, owner of Salon B, and today I'm going to show you guys how to remove your extensions. So a couple tools that you guys are going to need are pliers. You're going to want to just use some regular pliers like this. Make sure the insides are flat, not rounded. Otherwise, you're going to have a really hard time and most likely a bead will get stuck in your hair, which you do not want because most likely you'll have to cut your hair out, which we're trying to avoid. If you guys have pliers something like this where they have little divots or curves in there, that will help a lot to get a hold of the bead. So if you have something like this, these are jewelry pliers, so if you guys have something like that, this will work a lot better. If not, please get any pliers that you have that are flat on the inside. You are also going to want to use a pair of scissors. The smaller the better to get in there so you're not cutting your hair and you're only cutting the thread that you want to remove. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is take your scissors. You're going to want to clip up all your hair on top of your head so that you expose your first row. If you have one row, you're just going to clip up the hair so that that one row is showing. If you have two rows, just clip up the top half so that your top row is showing. Your bottom row would still be underneath this one. So what you're going to do is take your little scissors and you are going to be clipping this very first thread here. You are not clipping any of the thread that is along these, along the hair here. And also, if your guys' hair has been, you know, a month in, or you're due for your move up, or you were due for your move up, this is going to be hanging, so it's going to be a lot easier for you. It's not going to be right up to your head. So what you're going to want to do is clip that first set of thread. So that is going to take that away from here. So now what you see is once that comes across, or comes down, you're going to see the hair, or the string that you need to cut. So you're going to go right in there and cut that. Again, then it starts to come undone. And you cut that. Again, I am not cutting any of the thread that is holding your wefts together. You guys, for the sake of this video, I just put beads on really quick, and I just put a piece of hair on really quick. None of this is like done correctly. So don't judge the work, but just to show you guys are gonna have more than what I have. I only have two like wefts right here. So you're gonna have more than that. Keep that together. Do not cut this, the thread here that is holding all those together. That is making up your row. If you cut those, most likely you guys will have to get new hair when I see you next because you probably just redid, you know, undid your whole entire row, which you don't wanna do. So again, just go ahead and keep cutting. And again, if this was more grown out, this would be so much easier for you guys. I'm going to just turn this now so you guys can see a little bit better. So guys, just keep on going around where you see that hair coming. Again, do not cut your hair. You're gonna cut those last ones. So now if this is your top row, again, do not cut any of the stitching that is along these rows that is holding all your wefts together. Now if this is your top row, if you have two rows or you have more than two rows, you wanna differentiate which one is which. There is a difference. They're gonna probably look very similar to you guys, but there is a difference of how they are put in your head. They are measured to your head on that spot. So please, if this is your top row, take any clip. If you have these kind of clips, clip it. If you have tiny clips, clip it. Put some type of clip on your top row so that when you guys come back and you see me, whenever all this stuff is over, you guys, I need to know which row is your top row. So with whatever you want to do, go ahead and clip it on your top row. So once the hair is completely out, once you have one row, two rows, three rows, whatever you guys have in, you're going to want to wash them. Even if you guys washed your hair yesterday and you're taking them out today, or you washed this morning and you're taking it out today, still go ahead and wash it so that you get all up here really, really good. Wash with your sulfate-free shampoo that you always do, and condition them also. Run that conditioner through and then rinse it out really well. Before blow drying it, spray in your leave-in conditioner, brush it through, and blow dry. Again, directing the blow dryer straight down so that it stays super smooth. And then when it is completely dry, make sure it's really dry all along this whole top portion. When it is all the way dry, you're going to want to put your oil through it, just as if it was in your guys' hair. You guys really want to make sure it's smooth, because if this isn't on your head getting oiled and everything, you want to make sure it's conditioned until I see you guys. So once this is done, you guys are going to want to hang it on a hanger. I have these ones, obviously this is designed for hair. If you guys have something similar like this for pants or anything, or dresses, go ahead and use these hangers if you have the ones where there's just 2 clips on either side. If you just have a regular hanger, just take any clips and just clip it onto the hanger, just so that it's hanging nicely. So you're just gonna put it in here, again, making sure it's flat. And you can put both rows, or however many rows you have, all together on the same hanger. Just lay them right on top of each other. So it's gonna look something like this. And then go ahead and just go put that, you know, in your closet or somewhere where it's not gonna get, you know, all knotted up and hit and stuff, because you don't want it to look like this next time I see you guys. You want it to stay nice and smooth. And again, keep that clip, whatever that clip is, on your top row. Keep that on your top row. Make sure it never comes off. Put bobby pins, mark it somehow, put a sticky note, mark that it's your top row. Okay, so now we're at the part where we're taking the beads out. You're gonna be left where you see all these beads, and there will be threads still connected to those beads. Now you're going to take your pliers. Again, if it is the ones with the rounded ones, use those. If not, you're going to use ones that are flat on the inside. Make sure it's flat right there. If you are using these or these, you guys need to remove it very slowly. You want to pinch the bead the opposite way. So right now it's flat. You're going to want to pinch it so it opens it up. Again, move very slowly, because if you pinch it and it closes itself the opposite way, it's literally stuck in your hair. So most likely you'll have to chop your hair out, which we don't want to do. So again, you're going to place, sorry guys, I'm trying to do this so you guys can see. So I'm in a weird angle. So you're going to place that bead in there. You're going to squeeze very lightly to open that bead. You are then going to pop the bead off, and you're going to have a little knot of string. You're going to pull that straight down. Now, there is going to be hair falling out. Do not be alarmed. You are not losing your hair. You are not bald. It is the hair that would naturally be shedding, that 8 weeks or the time that you've had your extensions in. That's the hair that would have normally been shedding coming out from your brush. It is stuck in this bead, so there's no way for it to escape your head. So do not be alarmed when you see shedding come out. That is completely normal, and you are not bald, I promise you. You probably will feel bald for the next week or 2. That's again totally normal. Your hair is exactly how it was before you put extensions in. It just feels like you have less hair because you are used to the weight and the thickness of the extensions. But I promise you, your hair is good. Just continue using your oil, the shampoo, all the products that you're using with the extensions, still use them without. So here I'm going to show you a little bit more with the beads. Again, placing it right in there and open it slowly. Pop that bead off and take that off. So again, you're just going to work all the way around the head on doing it. Again, do not speed. If you have somebody helping you, please tell them to just do this part slowly, because if this bead were to pinch the opposite way, you honestly will have to cut your hair out. Obviously, I've been doing this a lot longer, so I go pretty quick, but again, really slow. Especially if you guys don't have the pliers with the little divots in it, it's going to be a little bit harder for you guys. So again, just work very slowly. So once that is all out, you're going to want to take a brush, which I don't know what I did with mine. I'll just use a comb. You guys can use a comb too, especially if you've had the extensions in for like the 8 weeks. You will notice you're going to have like these little, it's not showing here, it kind of shows on her, but obviously hers were only in for not even 10 minutes before I started this video. So do you see like these little divots where the bead was? You guys are going to have those like little crimp marks, and it's going to almost feel like build up. It's just like build up a product and stuff. So again, don't be alarmed. Just kind of scrape that off. You can go in and you'll go like this, and you'll notice hair coming out. Peaches has hair coming out no matter what. Her hair is not the best. But so that hair, again, that's the natural shedding. just throw it away. But go around your head, get all those little kind of kinks out, really brush it good, and then give your head a really good deep massage in the shower, washing your hair. But that is all of it taken out. So I hope that answers some of your guys' questions. Please just follow along this video. If you have any questions, please text me. But yeah, do not be alarmed with any of the hair coming out. That is totally normal. And please just move very slowly with the beads when you guys are taking the beads off. And also make sure you are washing the hair, blow drying it, and putting the oil and leave-in conditioner in it, just as if you guys were styling it with them in your head. Just make sure you're putting them in a safe spot, nice and clean, until I see you guys next. And again, make sure you always are putting some type of clip on that top row because we don't want to mix up the rows. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.